Welcome back to another episode of Crankin' with Christian Guys. I know we haven't been putting out many videos lately, mainly because school started. Fishing got slow, then school started, had just a bunch of stuff going on, and then also I was prepping for this hunting season 2, which I do have some videos coming out shortly about hunting, but I'm going to try not to let it affect the video content, or the content coming out on the channel. Gonna keep on trying to get up as many videos as I can, keep trying to grow as a channel, put out more information for you guys so you guys can maybe learn more about fishing still, and just try to get some good content up. So yeah, basically what's been going on, why I haven't been putting out many videos lately, and I'm gonna try to change. I've got really right now, since I haven't put a video out in a few weeks, I've got a few videos in the works, or at least some content that I can throw together for a video, but I'm just trying to get that content back up, so then here, probably when this video uploads, I can start consistently putting out videos again. We're going to start going probably twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays. I would like to do 3 times a week if I can. The only thing is if I'm going to be able to make 3 videos a week with my schedule right now. I'm going to try to do some informational videos like we did last year with the Tackle Tip Tuesdays also. So anyways, let's get into today's video, since that's all I've got to say. Alright, so it is officially fall time. Weather's been pretty consistent lately. There's been a few cold days getting down in the 50s, like low 50s, mid 50s, and then it's getting pretty cold at night, but for the most part it's been consistent, a high 50s, low 60s, and staying around there. So it's been consistent. The fall bite is starting to pick up a little bit. It was very slow there for a while, and that's why there really just wasn't many videos, but it's starting to pick back up. So a few weeks back, right on the transition between summer to fall and that really dead time when it's kind of hard to catch fish, I had a tournament. We went to a reservoir. You guys saw us pre-fish in the last video I uploaded, and the day after that was filmed, we went out and had a tournament. That morning when we were going to the tournament, didn't have, well, I had my camera and stuff, but it was a cold morning, kind of rushed to get there, and just didn't really feel like talking too much, so I just didn't blog too much or vlog too much during that time. So, got some content of us fishing though, so right now, I'm going to play for you guys the content from the video, and then after you guys watch that content from that day of fishing, we are going to talk about what happened and what we could have done. Alright, so, really? Alright guys, we're back out here on the reservoir we pre-fished in the last episode, out here with Mike again. Michael. We're going to try to get on some fish here early morning. Hopefully, I'm hoping. The weather really cooled off last night. It was the first, I think it is the first day it got below 40 during night. And right now it's like 45. And I had to touch the water, guys, and it was freezing. Like now it's freezing.
Well, the water's warm.
Yeah, the water felt good until you got out of it. The water's still milky, but I don't think it's quite as bad.
No.
And when you could tell everybody except Bill hadn't been here in a while. Bill said, he's like, yep, it's still muddy. But everybody else was like, holy crap, it's muddy.
Yeah.
And I don't think that these fish that were back here yesterday, like last night when it was still fairly cool,
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to change too much between last night and now, even with the cold weather last night.
Right.
I'm going to a chatter. Screw your top water. All right. So we know there's going to be something right here, because there was that bird right up here, and I just watched a raccoon leave the water. So there's got to be something right up here. I feel like in 8 hours you could literally cover this entire lake. Dude, I swear that was a fish that went into the brush. Like something hit it at first, like tapped at it. Unless it is, and it's just got wrapped up. I could just imagine something engulfing that right there. Uh-oh. Got it? I could have sworn this is a stretch right here in these trees. There's fish. No. It's a little guy. It may not even break it. 12. Yeah, well. Maybe.
He's smaller.
He was right in that brush right there.
Oh,
Oh, I guess I do have a board now.
huh?
I guess I do have a board. It's not what I want, but you know, just because of what Adam told you.
Yeah.
If they ask if I bring him to weigh in, why? I'll just say he was 11 3/4, so I figured just to keep him. Do what? Yep. Be like, hey, I measured him on my board, he was 12. All right. But the thing is, this is the same stretch where the other smallmouth came from. So I feel like we should really just kind of cast here for a little while. You find a power pole and just cast everywhere? Back to a spot we just hit a second ago. Think we may be able to get some luck here. It's one thing I was thinking too is should we look for some offshore stuff, but I was thinking should we look for some offshore stuff, but at the same time if Mark's caught a few up shallow. So I've got one fish that's like right at 12, and then he had one that was 11.5 that he threw back. Yeah, he went to our spot that we were about to go to over there and caught a 3-pounder on it. Yeah, like right as we were about to do it. And that's where I caught a 2.5-pound smallmouth yesterday. Really? Mark caught all his on spinnerbaits. I wonder if his are decent or if they're small. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, so now that you guys saw that, what ended up happening, the results, we didn't do good. I had like 0.7 pounds with the one little smallmouth I caught. It was not a good day. Michael didn't weigh in a fish. He caught one small one, didn't want to weigh it in, so that's basically what happened. A lot of guys struggled. The most fish caught were 4 bass, and the guy had like 8.5 pounds. Congrats, Mark, on your finish. Mark, he caught 4 nice fish, or 4 decent fish. I believe he had all smallmouth too. He may have had one largemouth. But yeah, he did good. Next guy up, right behind him, I think he caught 5, but one of them, or a few of them, were smaller. He may have only caught 4. I'm not sure though. But basically, how it ended. Okay, so let's talk about what we did and what we should have done. First, what we did, we went straight up north. So this is part of a river system. And what happened is we went up north. We went shallow early morning when it was cold out. Water was warm, air temp was cool, so we went shallow. Probably wasn't the right move, but I mean, nothing we can do now. So basically what happened, we went up, we fished the same docks we did the night before, and I caught that nice smallmouth at. And Michael caught a fish there too, and we had a few other bites. Fished around there, didn't have any luck, and then I pulled up the one smallmouth bass. Fished that, and then we kept on kind of going back and forth between that dock trying to get more fish because we knew that they were there. Just couldn't get them. So eventually we moved. I believe we went down, or no, we went up north a little bit, up the river a little bit. Didn't have any luck, so then we started to go down south, had 0 luck. We went all the way back down south, 0 luck, and at the end, we went all the way back up to the very northern part of the lake and didn't have any more luck. Michael caught 1 fish in that time frame, but it was like 11.5-inch bass, so it's nothing to like worry about really. Same way with mine though. Mine was so small that it really wasn't much to worry about either. I just wanted to weigh in a smallmouth for some reason. Anyways, that's what we did, and from what we heard from other people, this is what worked. One guy that got second, so the spot he fished it all day long. Like literally for 6 out of the 8 hours of the tournament, he fished it. and he had 4 fish. He had one decent one, and then the other ones were a little bit smaller. So that was our one thing that we were thinking about, is fishing that area. We didn't though, because he was boat number before us, and that he kind of was going to that spot already, so we didn't want to intrude on him. Second thing that we should have done instead, should have pre-fished more. I will admit that we should have pre-fished more. We didn't have much time. Michael was on a business trip the week of the tournament, or like the week before the tournament, so we didn't get to pre-fish much. We pre-fished for like 3 hours that night just to kind of get an idea of what the water was like and what was working. Next up, what we should have done, the last thing that I'm going to say we should have done, was go up north to where we knew there was solid rock and shallow water, because this time of year smallmouth move up into hard, like rocky bottoms, and that is where a few decent fish were caught that morning. One of the guys that my dad knows that lives on the lake, he fished up there that morning, and he caught like a 19.5-inch smallmouth, and that's a good smallmouth. So we should have went up north and fished the rocky areas. We just didn't think of it. We didn't think we could get up that far until we saw other boats going up there later on, and then that's when we tried it. But that's basically what happened. It sucks, but there's nothing we can do now. We learned, and now we know what to do for next tournament that we got at a lake like that. And there's really 3 lakes around the area that are about the same makeup as what that lake is. So that kind of gives us an idea about that time of year of what to do on either of those, or any of those 3 lakes. So anyways, that's a little bit about today's, or the tournament that we fished in a few weeks ago. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the content about us fishing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our, or my thoughts on what we did and then what we should have done. Maybe you guys learned a little bit from it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. We are going to start putting out more videos again, try to keep on growing and put out as many as we can throughout the winter, and well, the fall, winter, and then up until the spring. So yeah, like I said, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.